I'm going to show you how to plant two different topsy-turvy planters. This is the standard one, the one I used last year.
Well, is this how they plant tomatoes in Australia? Everything's upside down there.
Well, actually, David, yes, it is how they plant tomatoes in Australia. Planted in this one, and this one takes 3 different plants. And the way it works is it's so simple. You just insert the plant right into this hole, and put the sponge around it. So let me get a couple of plants here.
How much do these bags cost?
This one was like $9.95. Okay. I believe. I got it last year at CVS. I have them at CVS. This one is more expensive because it comes with the stand and all. But all it is
It looks like you could make this out of an old feed sack.
You probably could. You know, it has the drainage holes and the sponge, and it's for $9. So the way it's done is quite simple. I'm planting 4 different types of tomatoes. I'm going to put, although I don't have much faith in this kind of tomato for up here.
Is
a
a
beefsteak.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could grow beefsteak.
Yeah, exactly. And, but Lauren didn't have any early girls or early boys or anything yet. So I'm just going to try to do these and see what happens. And I'm going to try to plant it all the way up as close. Actually, I think I'm going to take this off too. Take the whole thing off and plant it right up into here, so that more roots are going to come out of here. Now the only real trick in these things is getting the tomato inside.
That's a fairly large plant.
Yeah.
You could probably start with a smaller plant.
A much smaller plant, exactly. So what we'll do is just take this, clean off the roots a little. And stick it in here as best as you can. Then you take the sponge that comes with it, put that around.
Need help?
It's fairly easy.
Artie, can you show us that sponge again? You put it in the bag real fast. I didn't get it on the camera.
The sponge is just it's split, so it's just going around here like that. You can see that?
Cool.
You got it? So coming back in. Oops. Sponge is on this side. And the sponge is what holds the plant in here. So. There. There's a recess inside of here that actually holds the sponge. So take a look, if you could see down into here, what it looks like in there. Okay.
I see that sponge is made out of a light foam rubber. I'm wondering if you could use a regular kitchen sponge.
Yeah, you probably
if you needed to replace it, or if you were going to make your own bag.
Exactly. I think you could. So this is all, filled in here. Now, all we have to do is put the soil. We're going to put
Do they recommend a particular kind of soil for this, or?
They interestingly, they say, use a really good Canadian potting soil. That's what they say in the instructions.
Why Canadian?
I have no
Maybe
idea.
the company that makes them is
Yeah.
a Canadian-owned company.
Yeah, I would think. But I'm just using this, Miracle Grow organic.
I like the
mix.
Miracle Grow with your continuous feed for pots, because you never have to use for.
Well, although
Right.
they say in the instructions now to. I actually threw the instructions for this one away, so I don't know how. They say to use like a time-released fertilizer with them, and I'm going to use Osmocote vegetable fertilizer, or you could use any kind of time-released tomato fertilizer, and you just fill it up around the roots, being very careful not to break the stem of the tomato because they're sensitive. And you just keep filling, okay? Until you reach near the top.
Planting the tomatoes upside down? That's so stupid. Hey, just shut up and plant the tomatoes where I tell you.
But
They weren't like 50 cherry tomatoes.
they were decent sized tomatoes, you know? I mean, it filled this entire area, almost to the ground. Actually, to the ground.
It was just one tomato plant, right?
Yeah, one tomato.
And they were healthy. They didn't get rot.
Nothing.
No.
I never got the blight. Now, I thought I didn't get the blight because, I bought them in Cloqueras and all that, but I heard that the blight is airborne, so.
We were lucky.
The fact that we are here and nobody's around us,
Yeah, you're in the woods.
you know.
Because I've been growing potatoes, and I get the blight.
With potatoes.
I have potatoes in that bag over here. This is my new thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying this out.
Maybe it'll protect them from the blight too.
Who knows?
We did get potatoes, but they did not mature to the point they should have, because the blight took out the plants, and subsequently they couldn't grow any bigger. So
Now,
our largest potato was probably the size of a baseball.
Now, is the blight the same blight that gets tomatoes and potatoes, or is it a different organism?
It is, or it must be related, because potatoes and tomatoes are both nightshades.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
But that's a guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And they both got a blight.
I like to think of it as Captain Bligh comes. The Captain Blight.
Now this is the different type of planting. So, this one takes 3, and it's not really hanging upside down, but I'm planting
Wow, that seems so easy.
a brandywine and aroma.
I love this weather. It is so beautiful.
Yeah, I do too.
There. And what we're going to do here is the same thing. We're going to fill this up. Now, because there's going to be a frost tonight, I'm probably going to fill this just past here so that I can take it out, bring it inside tonight, and bring it back out again tomorrow until all danger of frost is past, and that's it. And do this, you water it thoroughly, water it every single day. This too has a top that goes on, and it's as simple as that. There's nothing else to it. That's planting tomatoes for dummies.
Yeah.